Hello. Welcome to the weekend windup. Here's the official hello. Hello, welcome everybody. You can see with me, I have a special guest, and she is also streaming to her channel. This is Bridget, Queenscraftsbybridget. And so I want to go over and make sure that I pin your link to the top of my chat so that people can go over and watch from your side as well. Now, if you can't watch on both sides, feel free to, watch on Bridget's side. That's totally fine. Okay, so how is everybody doing tonight?
Nice to see so many already in the chat tonight.
Yes, hello, Taffy. And there is Lydia. Hey, Lydia, it's good to see you. I feel like I keep missing you out there. She says, hello, Mara, and everyone in the chat. There's Nana Mama Cat. Hello, Mara. Taffy, Lydia. Oh, no. Chopped liver again? No, Taffy, you're not chopped liver. Let's see. There's just people greeting each other. There's Sandra SC.
I see our wonderful Allie in the house.
Ooh, hello. There we go. And there's Roseanne Alexander. Looks like she is watching, I think, on your channel. So that's awesome. And hello, Laura's Garden and Jamie Marie Crafts. Hey, Don Yarndall. Good to see you. And Taffy saying hey to Bridget.
We have Carrie Jetton.
Yeah. Hey. Stacy May, Catitude. Nice to see you. And there's Zach. Laura's Garden and More says, I'm good. And we've got Celestial Rogue, a.k.a. Sue. Oh, good. Carrie's over there on your channel. Dawn is saying, hello, beautiful Queenscraft by Bridget over on your channel.
How do you tell which ones is where?
So when I'm looking at the chat, people that are on my channel, there's just like a little YouTube, but then there's like a little link.
Oh, okay. I see the different one.
Okay, yeah. So there's like on their profile picture, there's like a little link. And so that way you can tell what channel somebody is on.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah. Yes. So little Carrie says, I've got one device running for Michi's last giveaway and one for you. That's awesome. Yeah. What a fun time. I always love going like from wands to Michi's. And then, I'm usually scrambling last minute to get things going because I'm having so much fun over there. And there's Fate Louise. Uh-oh, all of a sudden I'm echoing.
Sunday is a very, very busy day on the YouTubes, I am beginning to realize. It never used to be.
I know. I don't know what that's about. Oh, what I'm going to do also, I am going to go up here and make sure I've got you linked. So feel free if you want to look at the chat a little bit and read through, that's perfectly fine. You can greet some more people there while I just make sure that I've got you playing up here.
Faith says, Mara, you do not show as live.
Well, here we are.
Right? That's very strange, though. Miss
Well,
Chris.
that's okay because you want to go ahead and watch from Bridget's side. That's perfectly fine. Hello to Mr. Yarndall and Crystal. Yeah, let's see. Okay, great. Now I've got you running.
No, Miss Carrie, we're actually the main host is Miss Mara, and I was just linked in with her. So it should be streaming on both channels.
Yeah, yeah. And I see that there are definitely people watching on my channel. So, yes, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah. And yep, there's Mr. Yarndall, Great Lakes Diane. And let's see.
Crystal, hope that yarn's in the house.
That's right. Good to see you. Mandy Longbine. And of course, there's Allie.
Hola, Maritza.
On the Hill Diana. Oops, sorry. I was meaning to come over here and make sure that I've got your channel linked on my live so that people can also click on it.
We got Miss Susan Burke is here, and we got Miss Molly's in the house. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hello. What are you guys working on?
Miss Tina and Softball Susie. That is a cool name.
Yeah. I believe Softball Susie is like a from the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, little Carrie says, is this just running on Bridget's channel tonight? Nope. Nope, it should be on both. I was able to pull it up on my phone. So let's see. Yeah. All right. I
We got a
am.
Michi raid. Kiwi's Crochet Corner.
Well, hello to all the raiders. Hello to all the raiders. Sorry, I'm buffering already. Probably because I'm running lives on 3 different devices. Oh, goodness. Okay. Maybe you could type something into the chat, Bridget. Actually, I should have your channel dropping. Let me see if Nightbot already dropped it. Oh, Jumping Frog Dream Creation. She typed in raid and then it put in, my message about raiding over to my friends after. That's funny. Okay.
Lovely Boots Crochet Creations. I love that channel name. Makes me smile every time I see it. And there's Miss Nancy. I know I've missed a bunch of people because the chat is just flying.
Well, and there's Sandra Carlton. She's like, I see you as live. And then Ladybug's like, refresh. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, and there's Tracy Huber. She says, hi, everyone. And yeah. I think when you typed in, if you typed something in, it may have only typed it on your channel. And so you can click, there's like a little down arrow at the bottom, and I think you can post on both channels, but I'm not sure. I'm waiting for Nightbot to drop your channel because I have it going like every 10 minutes, but maybe one of my moderators on my channel can just drop Bridget's link real quick, and then I'll just pin it to the top.
I'm not very technologically savvy. I don't want to click something I'm not supposed to.
So at where it says post a comment at the bottom, is there a little down arrow that lets you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's fine. It may not work, but don't worry about it. It's it's going to post up so that if anybody wants to go over, and we are multi-streaming on 2 channels right now. For those of you that are coming in, we're streaming here on Mindfully Crocheted, but Queenscraft by Bridget is also live, and you can go over and watch from there as well. That would be really great. Give Bridget some support. Thank you, Crystal, for putting her link. I'm going to, whoops. Oh, Allie.
That's so sweet of you, Allie.
There we go. I'm going to pin that message to the top. So I just pinned the link to Bridget's channel for anybody that wants to go over. And the other option would be to have a moderator drop the specific live link, but that's okay. I think if you go over to Bridget's channel, first of all, you can make sure that you're already subscribed and that you've got the notifications turned on. And then you can watch the live from there too. That would be great. And congratulations to the new members. I'm going to play a little video for you in just a moment. And thank you so much, Allie, for gifting memberships. Looks like Mandy Longbine, Susan Burke, Barb Jarvie, Trish Pranger, and Zach were all gifted memberships. And so this is going to be for you. Thanks so much, Allie. And welcome to all the new mindful makers. This is for you. Ooh. Well, I've had a busy day. I don't know about you. But I started out, well, got up and we went to church, and then I came home and I was watching Ms. C's live today where she was working on the elephant somebody, and that was a lot of fun. And then after that, we dashed over to Costco because I needed to be back in time to help Diana D because she did a birthday live today. And on her live, I did give away a couple divine hats. And so then after that, I got going right away making the divine hats. I already cracked one out. This is for one of the winners. I won't say who.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty? And this
is not even about blue, and that is just wow.
Yeah, it's a really gorgeous teal and lighter teal and cream. And it has a little bit of sparkle in it as well for those that like sparkle. But this is Loops and Threads Facets.
Okay. And
it is a roving style yarn. The colorway is teal, so go figure. It's a 4-weight yarn. And then I am making another one with some Lion Brand Mandala Ombre. I love this colorway. I have made many a hat from this colorway, which is called Harmony, I believe. Yes, Harmony.
That's pretty too. Yeah. That's very pretty.
I'm going to have to go out and get some pink tomorrow, I think. And because I have another one to make. And then at Michi's live a little bit ago, the continuation of her big birthday celebration weekend, I gave away one of my divine hats on there as well for an Angela Wright won that. Yeah. So I don't know if she came over with the raid or not, or if it's getting a little late her time, but yeah. So congratulations to those winners.
I'm going to have all kinds of people styling a beautiful hat. That is one of my favorite hat patterns.
Yeah, I was watching one of your videos, going through some of those playlists, and you held up like one of your first videos, I think, might have been your first. You had a divine hat on there.
If I look like a deer in the headlights about to be hit by a Mack truck, yep, that was probably it.
It was so funny. I just thought it was so sweet, how you were saying that who inspired you to kind of get going, and that was nice. That was like going on 5 years, or was that like 4 years ago?
4.5 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah, I've come a long way, because that first video, I think I said, I'm not going to knit. I'm not about that. I don't want to do none of that. That spinning stuff. No, thank you.
That's so cute. But look at you now. I mean, you do all of it. You do the dyeing, the spinning, the crochet and the knit and the making of the bags. I mean, that you are a woman of many talents for sure.
And love each and every single bit of it, and each for its own reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, what do you think is the biggest thing that you're doing? Is it still bags, or?
Well, my heart lies with custom bags. Like, I don't really particularly care for just cutting up some fabric and making a bag with it. I rather that someone, get a hold of me and say, hey, I've got this dream. I need to have whatever size bag in this fabric. And I love making that dream come true. It breaks my heart to have a tote full of bags just sitting there,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got to, because I know it's very hard sometimes for people that can't see it, what it might become. They need to see it done. I know it's hard for them to order from me because of that. So I realize I need to kick myself in the backside and at least take 1 day or 2 days a week and start getting some stock bags built back up.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, my biggest craft lately has been the dyeing of fiber and the spinning of the yarn. I really need that zen, happy, quiet place right now with everything going on medically in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I need my chill, my zen, my grounding, whatever you want to call it. And for me, spinning helps me to achieve that. I can go from being very anxious and upset about something to just, okay, one step at a time, one breath in, one breath out. Now let's put the next foot in front of the next foot and get where we need to go.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I know when you have so much going on, it is hard to kind of focus on like forward looking, just being, you already have like, you're trying to plan a wedding and on all of that,
Right.
and going through all the health stuff too. Wow.
Miss Faith, I will have to look up what kind of material that is. I don't think I've heard of that one before, and I will let you know once I can look it up and figure out what it is. She was asking about a specific material, and I've never heard of that before. So,
Now, K&K, were you talking about mine? It didn't show up on YouTube, or it's not showing on YT. You had to go to my channel to see it. Well, hopefully, I mean, we've got between our two channels like 84 people or whatever, so I think it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. That was from a little bit ago. Yes, Faith says, I finally found your live. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I do love that name, Fluffy Boots. She says, hi, Mara, Bridget, and everyone else here. And I'm just kind of scrolling down and clicking on a few messages. Welcome to the people coming in and rating. Crystal says, Mara in the PC, Bridget on the phone, LOL. I know. It's so nice of you when you guys watch on, both channels. That really does help. So, Thank you for those of you that can. But otherwise, I am totally good if you want to go over and help Bridget just get those last bit of hours that she needs. That would be really awesome.
Miss Diana, I did email you back. If that didn't go through, I will try again. I'm sorry if you didn't get it. And then someone asked if this tension and stress shows up in my spinning like it can in crochet. Honestly, I cannot give you an answer because I never had tension issues in my knitting or crochet because I'm stressed, and it really hasn't changed my spinning either.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very even tension. I'm not loose or tight. It's right across the board.
Yeah. Well, I think you were kind of mentioning the other night that that spinning and everything is how you ground yourself. It's how you get through the stressful times, is you have that to help like relax you,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, it surely does. Well, I know you guys can't see what I'm spinning tonight, so I thought I would give you a peek at
Yes,
it.
yes, we want to see.
This will be, well, it'll be up to the person that receives it if they do a video, because as I always say, my gifts do not come with a video clause, but this will be a surprise gift for one of our YouTube sisters.
Ooh, very pretty. I made you big, just so you know.
I've always wanted to be a star on the big screen.
Yes, I know, your starring moment.
But it looks a lot more yellow in the screen than what it actually is. I'm on my laptop, so it's rubbish with colors. But it is more of a light orange, like if you cut open an acorn or a butternut squash, is what the orange bits look like. And then we have a softer blood orange.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I know. I do wish the colors came through, but that shade of blue that you're holding up right now, it's great. So how much ounces or grams? I don't know if you do grams or ounces or both.
I
Um,
do 4 ounces when I start with 4 ounces, and
mhm.
generally my four, it's always a little bit extra. Um, but my finish yarn is always right around 4. It might be a smidgen under, like a 1 point, 2 point, something like that, but usually not. I try very hard to, you know, make sure I have just a smidgen extra so that even if I'm not 100% even in my bobbins, that I can still pull off a full hank of yarn.
Uh-huh. People are using the emojis. um, let's see. I thought I had already subscribed to Mindfully Crocheted, but apparently not. I am now, though. Yay! Oh, okay. She's over on your side, and she just was saying she thought she had. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did set it up for like subscriber only. I apologize for that. Okay.
The bit that
There.
I have in my hands now, I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs, but it's just the last strip that I have to fill this bobbin, and then I will be able to ply them together. Um, I'm not sure, Miss Carrie. I don't generally measure every hank out until I send it out. 400 is something I don't hit every single time, but I do also spin for people that crochet quite often, so I aim for a 4 weight yarn when I'm spinning for them.
Very cool. Well, hello to Fairbrick Studio. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by to support. And let's see if I didn't already say hello. I think I did to Trish Pranger, and hello to Melanie J. There again is the link for Bridget's live on her channel if you're watching on my channel. And there is Darla. Hey, Darla, good to see you. And Diana D is here as well.
Hello, Miss Christy.
And KK is multitasking. That she said she's got us playing on a couple of devices, so much appreciated. And Lydia typed in her weather for Nebraska City, and there it is right there, 51 degrees. Our high today here in the Pacific Northwest, Portland, Oregon, was 40.
Oh goodness.
It was funny. I think Michi was saying that she had 80 degrees today.
We drove down the interstate with the front window wide open today. Yeah, it was quite a lovely day out. My gladioluses are already up about 6 inches above the ground. My sweet little Ninas are starting to bloom. My tulips are up and just about to bloom. I love it.
Oh my goodness. I was just noticing here, I've got a new member, Mimi Loves Crochet. Welcome to the Mindful Makers. Let me play this for you. 1 second. Back over here. Oh, goodness.
I'm busted.
Well, there we go. There's Enchanted. She says, I've got both running and subscribed to Queenscraft by Bridget, and a thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I know I've been pretty busy. I'm not sure for those of you that, on Thursday, last week at the weekend windup, I was talking about I wanted to finish my peacock plumes Afghan, which I did finally do, and I posted a 1-minute short on it. I'm going to show a picture of it here, but after the live, you guys go check out that video. I put it onto a queen size bed, and it hangs over like a good amount at the bottom. Well, it doesn't go all the way from end to end, but because I had pillows on the bed, but it goes all the way, hangs over at the end, hangs over on both sides. So if I were to lay it on a king size bed, it might fit with just a little bit of hangover. Right. But that blanket was amazing. I mean, it was a labor of love, but it very time consuming, and it had pretty much every stitch in the crochet stitch dictionary. Okay, I know this is a video, so you can't, but this is, hold on a second. I'm going to make myself big here. But that's essentially what it looks like hanging over the bed.
I still think you should enter it into the fair or something.
I just might. I mean, I have time to get it blocked and everything, but yeah, I think I will. It is made of cotton, which is nice, and I think and this is what it looks like laying on my kitchen floor. Oops, sorry, this is kind of, messed that up. All right. But it's probably about 7 feet across, 6.5 to 7 feet.
It's just stunning. Such a beautiful piece.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you. But so, yeah, I finished that up. I had like 5 hours left of the day when on Thursday. My goal was to get it done by the end of February 29th. And I was able to do that. So that was really great. And there we go. Just going to make sure I got that stick going. All right. And then also, I told Sandra SC, hopefully she's still here and hasn't left yet, but that after I finished making the peacock plumes Afghan, that I was going to make the stepping textures hat by Yarnspirations. And I'll hold up a picture of it, and then I'll grab the one that I made. I should have had it right next to me, but well, that's basically it. So Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, he has a tutorial here on YouTube for this hat. This is obviously just a black and white picture. And but that pattern is available for free on the Yarnspirations website. And so I will copy it and paste it into the chat to save my moderators a little time. Okay, I'm going to say, and it's called the Stepping Texture. Okay, there you go. I couldn't tell you the yarn that I made this with because the yarn was given to me and it didn't have a ball band on it, but I'm pretty sure it's an acrylic yarn and it's a color changing yarn. My pom-pom's a little bit floppy, so I may have to go back and kind of retie it, but there it is. I finished it yesterday. Here, I'll put it on even. There, I'll take off my glasses. There you go.
Joe Speakman says, wish I read patterns. Well, the way I learned to read a pattern was to find a pattern with a tutorial. And as I listened to the tutorial, I read each line of the pattern. And that doing that a few times actually taught me to read patterns. Now, I know that will not work for everybody, but that would be my suggestion, is to give that a try.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, especially in this case with this with the Stepping Textures hat. The there is the tutorial by the Crochet Crowd, and I did follow along with it to see where he was going, because I'm pretty sure when you look at this, like, this is written, I don't know if it's considered, let's see. Well, ironically, I just think the way they do it, instead of saying front post double crochet and back post double crochet, they say double crochet front post, double crochet back post. So the abbreviations are just flip-flopped, but you know that it's a front post double crochet. Now this one, it's a 2-page pattern that I printed out. It even has the diagram showing the front post and back post stitches on it. So, yeah. And then it even gives you the little tutorial on how to make a pom-pom with your hand. But I have a pom-pom maker that I used. And there's a variety of pom-pom makers available, but mine is called Doodle Loom. And it comes with 3 different size. Sorry, the glare. I should take it out of the package. But it comes with 3 different size pom-poms. So you can make like the little bitty ones. You can make, the size that I made here is this is the medium size. And then there's an even larger one. But yeah, here we go. This doesn't have the glare, but Doodle Loom.
It's a cute name, if nothing else.
Right? And lots of tutorials on how to make pom-poms, but you know, pom-poms, you either love them or hate them or love to hate them, something like that.
All right.
Yeah. That's what the little pom-pom maker looks like. It even has guides. Oops, sorry, going the wrong way for the camera. But, yeah.
Boy, they do everything but make the pom-pom for you.
Right. Yeah. I wish it would. And you know, the thing about pom-poms is you can just skip them. You know, this one, since it had a pom-pom in the picture, I thought, okay, fine, I'll make it. But I think the hat looks just fine without it. You know, the Divine hat is very similar. And seeing me make the Divine hat is what prompted Sandra SC to ask me if I had ever made the stepping texture hat. So anyway, so yeah. And then my cousin had asked me to make some kitchen scrubbies, and now that I'm done with the peacock plumes Afghan, I'm getting going on the kitchen scrubbies as well. I just made a little basic circle using single crochet. It's only 3 rounds. And she said she wanted them, her friend wanted them 3 inches. So I measured, and 3 rounds of single crochet increases was 3 inches exactly. So
I like taking and making those, but making them with tulle.
Oh yeah,
To make
right.
the little skirts with.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a nice little scrubby.
Yeah, I guess what I need to get some tulle, although I have plenty of scrubby yarn, so I'll just go with that. I'm not going to go buy tulle special, because I'm telling you, that stuff is hard on your hands.
It
Now,
really
what
is.
I'm using is the Yarn Bee Scrubology, and I have it in black as well as white. And this is pretty rough, you know. You wouldn't use it on your nonstick.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, he's getting there, Miss Nancy. His belly's been bothering him, of course, but every day is better than the last day, so we're gonna count that as a win.
yeah. Well, I hope Christy's still here, because I know she was here like 20 minutes ago. I'm that behind. Hello to Veronica and Softball Susie. I know that Bridget already said hi, but hello to you. Blessed to Crochet and everybody. I am going to kind of scroll down. Mama G Gear, hello to you. But I did get some happy mail from, and I'll wait till I'm done buffering. Okay, I think I'm done buffering. But Christy Yarn Barf, she donated a prize to the little fundraising for Kelly Minier and on Daigo's channel, and I won one. She donated 4 shawls to that giveaway, or for the giveaways, and it just came yesterday. I don't know, like, I used to be pretty good, like I could hold on to something for days, right? But I'm like, no, I'm going to open it on Sunday. I got through one day without opening it. But I didn't pre-open it, so bear with me. Well, and hello there, Crochet Critters. What was that you said?
It's so hard to delay looking at a present, especially something as beautiful and handmade from one of our talented friends.
Yes, exactly. I have some other happy mail coming this week, so I'm looking forward to getting that. And I'll either save it for next Sunday or I'll make a video. I haven't decided yet. She taped a card to the outside of the package, so I'm trying to get to that. All right, I'm going to make noise. All right. Thanks for
being
ever
bought ice yarns? Miss Christie says she hasn't opened her ice yarns yet. I have never caved and bought an ice yarns yet.
You know what? I've been really tempted to go and consider making an order, but then I keep thinking about how I just had my cataract surgery a month ago, and We're still paying for my Invisalign that I'm only halfway through. But anyway, thank you for helping a yarny sis in need. Well, thank you. Thank you for helping a yarny sis in need. There's Michi. She says Michi raid. That was a while ago. Hello to all the raiders. Thanks everybody for coming in and spending more time on the YouTube streets with us yarny people. Now, I just was noticing a while ago that Carrie, you typed the word drop, and on my channel on Mindfully Crocheted, if you want to have your channel dropped, you can type in the word mindful, MINDFUL, and that will drop your channel. I'm not sure if you have Nightbot on your side or not.
I don't really care for the AIs, so unfortunately, no, I don't have Nightbot. If one of my moderators is in there, of course, welcome, and I'd be very thankful for them to drop people's links that wants it dropped. But if they don't have time, I completely understand as well.
Yes. So maybe if you're watching over on Bridget's side and you'd like to have your channel dropped, and she's got a moderator over there. I'm not sure who your moderators are, hun, but then you can just type the word drop maybe over there on her side, and then a moderator can drop your channel. Oh, this is so cute. So on the inside, she included this cute little duck. Okay, it's backwards.
Oh, that is adorable.
Cute little duck stitch marker with lots of beads on it.
You better not let our thrift see that. She'd be in love.
Oh, I know, all the little rubber duckies, right? I think I bought some stitch markers from Ladybird Lisa, Ladybird Loves, and there was a little rubber duck. I may have sent Thriss one. I'm not positive. All right, and there are some. I'm going to make myself big just for the.
That's fine.
I removed myself instead of making myself big. All right. I must be a newbie or something. And then there's these butterfly sticker decoration. Cute. I love butterflies. Butterfly stickers decoration. Here we go. And I can't tell if they're multiple sizes or if they're just spread around, but there's quite a few in there. Okay, and then here it is. Oh, I love the colors already before I even get the tissue open. All right. Oh, this is beautiful, Christy. Wow. Oh, this is a poncho. I said a shawl, but this is a poncho. And it's got like a cord on it. Oh, I see. Wait a second. That's cute. Okay, let me hold it up the right way. Can you all see? It's a shawl, but it's got the cord down it that almost makes it into a poncho. Does that make sense?
That's a really neat idea. I like how she did that.
Yeah, and I love the way the colors are changing in this yarn. Very, it's like a pumpkin color, and then like a tangerine orange, and then yellow. I think the colors look pretty accurate here, at least on my screen they do.
That tangerine orange is about what I'm looking like right now.
It smells good. There we go. There we go. So you know what? I'm going to scroll down. Did Christy say anything what you could do with the let me go back over here. So just going to kind of scroll down. Sorry for missing comments and everything. Oh, so many comments. It's hard for me to remain calm at times. There we go. That was a little while ago, but I can let little things get me worked up. Spinning lets me focus on the zen of it all. Yeah. It's a good one, Carrie. Okay, scrolling down.
They say, stand up, please.
Frog Crochet is working on a diamond painting. And lots of people saying hello to each other and hello, Noe. Taffy went over to your channel and she was saying hello to everybody over on that side. Too old to care. Mara, can we see a divine hat? I don't know what that is. Okay, I know that was a while ago and I did hold one up, but I'll hold one up again just for those of you that may have come in late. And this is the one that I just made today for one of the winners. Got a little bit of fuzz on the bottom, but this is a pattern, I believe, originally designed by Sarah Arnold. It is a free pattern that you can get on Ravelry. And I'm pretty sure there are tutorials on, is it Fiber Spider maybe? Fiber Spider did a tutorial for the divine hat.
I think so.
So yeah, it's really neat. It's essentially a front post double crochet, and then in the space right after where you put the front post double crochet, then you put just regular double crochets and it creates this swirl. I just think it's so cool. And when you use a color changing yarn like that, I think it makes it look really nice.
Yes, it does. It's very, very pretty.
So there you go. Yeah. I know linked in the bottom of my couple of my videos, I put the link for that, but I'm sure maybe one of the moderators can find that pattern by Sarah Arnold on Ravelry and link that on our channels.
Crystal got it. Thank you, Miss Crystal.
Thank you. Hey, beautiful host. Hope you're all having a beautiful night, says Dawn Aaron. Good to see you, Dawn Aaron. Taffy's like, I know I say this all the time, but I love your channel name, Too Old to Care. Yeah, it's a great channel name. And there is our New Zealand friend, Trish.
They want you to stand up and give them a little spin so they can see you model that beautiful shawl poncho.
Ah, yeah. Let me stand up. Yeah. And Pauline Ritchie said that she has us both playing on her laptop.
Thank you very much. Miss Linda, he's doing okay. He's still hurting, but he's getting better. We're working towards the next stuff and to the end of this tunnel.
Yes, for those of you that are members on my channel, I've got a little worry less emoji. And that's what Christy was saying. Oh, sorry, skipping the weather. But yes, people have some other people have some cold weather too, not just me. Ladybug, I agree. And I'm old and sometimes I don't care. That's cute. Hey, Regina, good to see you. Thanks for coming over. All right, scrolling down. There we go. I know I'm not even, am I getting closer yet? Oh my gosh, I'm still way behind. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna look. Oh. Yarn bar if I do. It's acrylic and has less color from my wash. Okay. Oh my goodness. So many comments I'm missing. I'm sorry. Somebody did a woolly fact though. Alpaca wool is known for its softness, warmth, and lightweight qualities. I love alpaca. Yes. Yeah. Joe says, I need to just get a book and give it a shot. Right. I know so many people say, I can't read a pattern, but then maybe they haven't really tried, or like it's a lot easier than it would seem if you know the terminology that DC is double crochet, and you just kind of know what the
Right.
people are encouraging Joe. Yes, you can do it. But yeah, I really like your suggestion, Bridget, of watching a tutorial and looking at the pattern and following along that way. I think it could be really, really helpful.
And if that don't work, you can always reach out to someone that you know can read a pattern. You say, hey, help walk me through this.
Yeah. You're probably already gone, but good night, double crochet Diana. Sorry. Yeah, very easy to get 30 minutes behind. There we go. She's like, I'm here. Okay. Ooh, I am warm though, because I have like 3 layers on with this. So yeah, I'll be taking it off in a minute. Otherwise, I might start sweating. And that's when you guys will be thankful to not have smell-o-vision. Oh, goodness. All right. There we go.
I'm sure she'll get there, Miss Christie.
She's waiting for to be making a video. All right. Oh, Diana said, what are AIs? That's artificial intelligence. And so Nightbot is technically a form of AI. It's like a programmable bot. It's like a bot. So there's Quilty Linda. All right. Just going to see. Looking for comments. But anyway, yes. Yes, you did a great job, Christy. Let me stand up and show it. Anyway, it's really cool how she's got it crisscrossed through. Looks kind of like a granny pattern, but very fun.
That is very, very pretty.
Yeah, I like that. And I love that it's got little beads on the bottom.
Nice.
That's very, very exciting, happy mail. I love it.
Well, and that way, when you're carrying stuff into the school or dealing with the kids and whatnot and jumping around at them and you're a little chilly, you don't have to worry about your shawl coming off your shoulders.
That's right. Yeah. I know. So I have like a long sleeve warm shirt, long sleeve, like one of those 32-degree heats that you get from Costco. And then I have this other one, another, like, they're both like thin in terms of, they're not like thick material, but they're meant to keep you warm. And I'm like, whew, I might need to shed a layer or open my window or something. But oh my goodness. Blessed Crochet says, came over to give you a thumb. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing today, Nancy, that I hadn't seen Kel's Crochet Corner or Daigo ever since the live back on the 19th of February. Mimi Loves Crochet said, stand up, please. So hopefully you guys I can't back up too far, but hopefully you got a pretty decent view of it. It's so pretty. And I love myself a rainbow. I'll have to hang it back up here for a little bit. This is Frodo the frog, reminding you to hang in there. And Speedy Speed Bump, my sloth. Ooh, she said, I used mandala in the colorway Thunderbird. Okay, so everybody that loves this colorway, that's what it is.
Pretty sure I have a cake or two of that.
Do you? Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I went through a wanted to collect them all kind of phase with the mandala. So I have
They're
a good
super soft.
Yeah.
You know, I like natural fibers a lot. I like to use cotton. I like to use wool, bamboo, silk, you know. Um, but the mandala, I would love to have this in all the colors too.
Right.
And I need to make sure that I buy more of these before they stop making them. Got to really stock up. Hey, Timmy Ray, good to see you.
Night, Mara. Have a good night, sweetheart. Thank you for coming by.
Oh, wait a minute. Who?
Miss Mara. Or not Mara, sorry, Allie.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I was like, wait a minute. Mara? Is there another Mara?
Looking at you and talking to her. This, whew.
That's okay. Yeah. Hey, everyone. Good evening. Long time. Yeah, long time no see. How are you, Timmy Ray? Yes. And up here, Nightbot is saying that if you would like to get a mindfulness quote, you just have to type the word yogi on my channel and you'll get a little mindfulness quote. Yeah, it is very pretty. Thank you so much, Christy. He's saying, how is everyone doing today? Here we go. Thank you, Crystal, for putting that pattern in there. It works up very fast. I do like it. Even if you're a slow crocheter, you know, if you can do a front post double crochet and some regular double crochets, there is a round when you get to the brim, you do a round of single crochets, but that's about it. Front post and back post to get the little brim. But, you know, if you are quick, you can do it in an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most, really.
Right.
Yeah, yes. And everybody loves that hat.
It works great even on the fellas. You know, you do a nice solid color, it looks, fine on the guys. You know, they don't want anything too frilly.
Right. Exactly.
But it's just enough texture to be interesting, but not too much to be frilly.
Yeah, I've made it in black and I've made it in like gray kind of colors. So yeah, you could definitely use a more neutral color, solid color with it.
Well, welcome to the obsession, Miss Susie. Crochet, if you love it, becomes a lifestyle, not just a hobby.
That's right.
You quickly become the crazy old lady that sits in the doctor's office and, whips up a hat and, can't leave the house without a project in the car.
Mm-hmm. I see people telling Timmy to be safe and everything. Yes. So if you're driving, be safe. Or if you're just, somebody, Yarn Bar Christy said safe travels, Timmy. So yes, I must have missed your message, but anyway, yeah. Let's see. Awesome.
Are our late night friends coming on tonight?
Mona and
Miss Mona
and F.R. Humphrey, Felicia.
Yeah. I always call it Felicity instead of Felicia.
Oh, right, Felicia. Yeah, I'm going to go check over at their channel because earlier I usually try to set up my live so that I redirect over. But even now, I just did a refresh over on Felicia's channel and I don't see a scheduled live. So let me see. Yeah, and I don't see anything like on her community tab to indicate, but sometimes they do set it up late, like if they're out and about. If anybody knows whether or not they're doing a live, that would be great. But
it's F.R. Humphrey and Sifting Some Soil, correct?
Right.
Just 2 channels.
I know a couple people have come in and they've said raid. And so if you type in just the word raid, it'll actually come up with the links for their channels. But anyway, yeah.
Hello, Miss Laura. Laura's Black Ministry is in the house.
It's so funny. Hey, Laura. Yeah. Christy's like, she's not going to stand up, is she? Yeah, I am. I was just trying to scroll down. Even after scrolling down, I'm still like 9 minutes behind, but that's okay. Oh, gosh. She says, Nancy says, I can't read patterns either, but I'm practicing with the Empkins book. And what little I've tried, I can understand the pattern. I still can't make them. Oh, make an arm because I struggle with the magic ring. Yeah. There's lots of tutorials on the magic ring on YouTube. And I even have a little 1 minute short on it.
I seen someone else suggested, and she was right. If you can't do the magic ring, you can always crochet into the second chain from the hook.
Yeah.
And
that
just,
works too.
Pull it a little tighter later.
Mm-hmm. Timmy says, I like driving fast.
Don't we all?
Thank you guys. I got to the part where I tried it on.
Hello, Miss Barb.
And hello, Susanna. You lace it up the way you like or not at all. There you go. I like it though. I like that it makes it easier. Like for me, it just, fits really well. And yeah, like if I wanted to, I could have it be laced up less. So then it's a little bit more open toward the bottom, and then it will stay closed. That's a nice thing, is like when you're wearing a shawl, is sometimes it wants to fall off. But this doesn't have to be a poncho, but you can wear it like fully laced up, and then it is like a poncho. So that's really great. I love it. Diana D says, I want to try on a shawl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. I love it. I was so excited to be one of the winners. And one of the shawls that she donated, 4 shawls to that fundraiser, and one of them that she did was the Count My Blessings shawl. And I have that one actually right here. I made it with the harmony, mandala ombre harmony that I was showing you guys. Let me take it down. The Count My Blessings shawl is by Ursula Wood, OM Granny Square. And this pattern, I don't know that it's free, but it's available on Ravelry.
I think her patterns are very reasonable.
Yeah, they are. Reasonable. It's got all the little bubbles dangling from the bottom. And that's where you really start counting your blessings. Because I think there's like 108 of those.
Oh my.
Yeah. But anyway, it's so pretty. I love it in the in that harmony color. I can't recall what color Christy made hers in, but yeah. Woo. This one here is the Beautiful Friend shawl, also by Ursula. And yeah, so I just have layered items on my mannequin behind me.
You've got a hardworking lady there.
Yeah, Mandy. Her name's Mandy. Yeah. I know she's got to carry a sloth and a frog and a whole bunch of shells. Oh, goodness.
And see here, the king thought I was strange for naming Elena. He said, "Why are you naming the mannequin?" Because that's what we do.
That's right. That's right. I don't know. My friend told me to name her Raquel, and I was like, oh, Raquel. I was like, why? I like alliteration, Mandy Mannequin. Not that I don't like the name Raquel. I just was like, Raquel Mannequin. Okay. Softball Susie said, AC going? ? Wood stove here. LOL. Yeah, I know. Well, as I was saying, I dressed really warm today with the 2 layers of long sleeve because it was, it's like 35 degrees, 36 degrees when we went to church at 8:00 this morning. And the high for today was only 40. So my room is otherwise comfortable, but when you add a poncho over the top of plus a light shining on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we were just talking. We probably don't need the wood stove after tonight for at least a couple nights.
Yeah. Yeah. Softball Susie said that it's been snowing here all day. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think Jaxie was mentioning that it was snowing up in the Seattle area too. There, I'm finally getting to where you said goodbye to
you, talking to her, yeah.
Yes. Yarn Bark, you should be very proud. Yes. They are so beautiful. Right. And Trish was thanking Allie, I think, for being gifted a membership. Oh, there we go. Right. Crystal just said you could try the chain 2 as well. Yeah. Were you reading that, or did you just say it and then Crystal?
Yeah, I read hers.
Oh, okay.
But back before I learned how to magic circle, that's how I did too. Or magic ring. I guess magic circles in knitting, magic ring is in crochet. Either way, it's magical.
That's right. Mimi says, Mara, you are what I needed in my life. I'm so high strung. Oh, goodness. Yeah, and Bear said, it took me a few different tutorials to understand magic ring. Hopefully there's one out there that will click for you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a game changer once you figure it out. And once you figure it out, you're like, why on earth was that hard?
Yeah.
But that's like the corner to corner too. Like when you first look at corner to corner, you're like, that doesn't work. How does that work? And then once you do it, you're like, oh, well, what was I worried about?
Yeah. I'm not sure whose channel you were asking about, because
that was
about
for
9 minutes.
For some soil and that.
Oh, for tutorials on the magic ring or something?
No,
or
for the if the ladies were coming live tonight. And
right. Okay.
One of them's got it scheduled for an hour from now. I think Miss Mona.
Oh, okay. I know. I was looking. I know. And usually they will simulcast. They also kind of both go live together. So anyway, yeah. There we go. Just kind of scrolling down. Nightbot says that if you're on my channel, you can type in animal facts to get a random fact about one of my favorite animals. There we go. There is Laura's garden and more. We're going to go over there and check her out. Yeah, there we go. Yep, Joe saying the same thing.
Yeah, there's all different kinds of techniques to get the same thing done.
Yeah.
Just like the Impkins in general, she has you slip stitch and chain one at the end of every round. Where most people that do amigurumi do continuous rounds rather than that slip stitch.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing essentially the same thing. It's just a different technique of getting there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you slip stitch and before you go on, then that creates more of a seam, right?
It does.
Yeah.
So every time a pattern writer says to do that, I ignore them and do whatever I want anyways. But because of that, because their pattern is written for that seam to be there and it will rotate, you might have to alter where they're having you put your increases or decreases because it will cause your dips or puckers in other areas.
Uh-huh.
So you do have to be mindful of that. If you're going to ignore what they've said to do, you will also have to alter what they say to do later.
Yes. Yeah. I know. Well, I was looking at the crochet creatures.
Mm-hmm. That's I'm so tempted to get that book.
Gargoyles, griffins, and hippogriffs. Oh my, it says on the back. But I mean, this is so gorgeous. First of all, you have to find the yarn, but these, when I was flipping through it, I didn't realize that, I mean, some of these are pretty big and you use like wires in them, you know, they're bendable or whatever. But or there's like dowels inside.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so this seems, I was like, this might be beyond my ability, or I'm just going to have to go really slow.
Really, adding a dowel to something is no more than putting a stick down in it, and adding wire. I mean, you just hold it over the top of like the round you're on, and you just crochet over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's for an arm, you stuff it down the middle of the arm. It sounds a lot more intimidating than it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, again, if I was in, like with people who could help me while I, like, or just at least be there for emotional support when you're making something like that.
Right?
Yeah. If there are tutorials, I do like following tutorials, but I can read a pattern. It's just, ooh. Thank goodness there's pictures to go along with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So I'm glad I did put Crystal put the link for the Count My Blessings shawl, and it says that it's a free download. So that's nice. I think after a while, maybe she makes them free, I think she gives a code for her members, and then they're available for sale. And then after a certain period of time, then they're free. I'm not sure. But Maritza and everybody doing all the little emojis, flower power and panda and catitude. Be kind. Thank you. Yeah, I really like Ursula's patterns. I think I downloaded with a code the Steve shawl, but I never did get around to making that one. That one might have to go on my list for later.
The list of the impossibly long list of I'm going to make that someday.
Right, yeah. Well, I feel like I could do anything now. I mean, I spent about 5 months off and on making that peacock plumes Afghan. So, yeah, I feel like now I have all the time in the world. Maybe not, but yeah. It's available for free on her channel. She says that she used the red heart roll with it and it was very sparkly. She says, and she did pony beads on the bottom fringe. Yeah. 2 stitches off the end, LOL. Oops. Oh, maybe that was at the end. That's okay. I know, it was so funny. I would like, you really do count a lot. When I finished the Count My Blessings shawl, I made a video and I talked about blessings and things like that. But and then on the Beautiful Friend shawl, I talked about friendship when I made my little video on completing that. But yeah, you do, like, I was counting every row to make sure that my counts, would come out like her, like
Right.
hers
Well,
did.
hello, Miss Carrie. Carrie the Yarny Elephant is in the building.
Carrie's awake. Woo!
It's very late, isn't it? For her, she's usually in bed by now.
Yeah. Maybe she had an afternoon nap. Did you have a long afternoon nap? Don't forget your thumb, says Brenda. Mimi Loves Crochet says, I love Valentina for mannequin. That's a good one, Valentina. Aw. Thank you, Ems. She's reminding over on your channel to do thumbs. She says thumb number 69.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that is great. Says, hi, sister. And Mimi Loves Crochet says, Yarn Barf, I'm definitely going to try to make a shawl poncho soon. I'll show you in 5 years when I'm done.
Well, thank you for popping in, Miss Carrie. You get some rest. She said that she gave us both thumbs and it's bedtime.
Thank you. Love you, Carrie. We'll see you. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm finally seeing Laura's Block Ministries. Hello. How does that keep happening? Oh, Broad Crochet says, thank y'all for reminding me about the wood stove. I need to go check ours. Ooh. Yeah. Crystal's like, ooh, they're thick 69 thumbs. That's awesome. Yeah, that is. That's fantastic. Oh, wow, Christy. She said it took me about 3 months to make the Count My Blessing shawl. Yarn Barf, then 5 years for sure for me. Oh, and Nancy says that corner to corner looks like a different language to me. I haven't done corner to corner. Have you?
I have quite a few times actually. It really it is extremely simple. Like you could sleep while you're doing it. Simple. It just when you're first getting started, it just doesn't make sense. Like that first 2 rounds, you're like, I got to do what? Why would I do that? And then when you do it, you're like, oh, well, what was I worried about? Type of thing. It's very, very easy to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait a second. You can start another channel, Mimi, and name it Slow crow, LOL. That's cute. Oh, Mimi says, prayers please for our Texas Panhandle fires. Were those caused by weather? Lightning, or what started it? And there we go. Nightbot dropping your channel again, but I'm pretty sure it's still linked up at the top. All right. There we go. Here is a mindfulness quote for Crystal. Pause, breathe, and observe the sensation in your body and mind.
That's a good one.
Mimi says, Yarn Barf, that's a great name. It actually fits me, dragging the oxygen bottle behind me 24/7. Yeah. It took me a second, but I figured out what you meant. Hello, Deidre. She says, hello, Mara and Bridget over on your channel.
I get it. I get such a kick out of her.
Yeah. She says, oops, I almost let the fire go out. Got to keep it going to keep the kiddos warm tonight. Yeah. I know. So it's so funny that in different, places of the country today, it was 80 degrees. And then other places, it's like hovering around freezing. Yeah. You can always tell that happens, as spring is coming. You'll get, like in Colorado, they'll get snow one day and then, be wearing shorts the next day or the same day.
Yeah. I remember one of my last winters in Wisconsin, because I'm originally from Wisconsin. It had snowed like a foot one day, and the very next day I was standing outside in a pair of shorts and a tank top with banks of snow taking pictures, because it was beautiful, but there was so much snow from the day before that it was piled up and took a while to melt.
Yeah. The book that I was holding up, that creatures one, I think you remember when people used to just put like books on their coffee table, that have like travel books or whatever, or like a book about it, or a book with pictures from Italy. We used to have that on our, coffee table. We don't even have a coffee table anymore, but we used to put, picture books on it. And that book is kind of one of those books where you put it down because you could just pick it up and you just are mesmerized by all the colors of the picture. Yeah, it really is. Oh, that book, by the way, I won it from Mr. Yarndall, actually. When Dawn had her 1K celebration. I was very excited. I did want to win the Imkins book, but I haven't.
Everybody wants that one.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got my Edwards Menagerie, and I have that one, and I think I have maybe another amigurumi book somewhere, so I got to work on those first, right? Plus, trying to make items along with, I made my Sun Bunny along with Ms. C. This is another Lion Brand mandala in the colorway Happy. And I used my pom-pom maker on this one too. For her little floopy tail. There we go. So do you have that other yarn that you just finished handy?
I can grab it real quick.
Yeah. People will probably want to see that yarn you just spun up. Yeah. Take your time. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Crochet Creatures looks great. I'm needing an easy giraffe amigurumi for my grand princess. The Edwards Menagerie book, a lot of the amigurumi in here follow a similar pattern for the body and the legs and things like that. And then there's just differences when it comes to the various animals. And there's a pretty cute giraffe on this one.
That is a cute giraffe.
And so in here, the patterns are separated by like level 1, level 2, level 3. I think I'm not sure which one the giraffe is in. Let me check. I don't think it's level 1, but this alpaca, oh my gosh, Seamus the alpaca. Look
Oh
at his
my.
face.
You know, I know someone that would just absolutely flip over having that little guy right there.
I know. I showed it to her last night. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's probably in the level 2, but let me see. There's a monkey, an aardvark, a sheep, a panda. Those are all level 2. Okay. A koala.
What was the name of the one with the dragon on the front?
Crochet Creatures. Crochet Creatures of Myth and Legend.
Okay. Yeah, Miss Mimi Loves Crochet was asking.
It says 19 designs, easy, cute critters to up to legendary beasts. So yeah. But yeah, I'm sure like you can find patterns on Etsy. I bet there's some tutorials on how to make a giraffe on on YouTube and things like that.
And if you go to amigurumittoday.com, they have all free patterns on there, and they have just about every single little creature you can think of, from like little dollies to animals. I used to use quite a few of their patterns. Yeah. I mean, I still do. I just don't do as many amigurumi as I used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last summer or in the early fall, when I was kind of, growing my channel more, I made this is a popcorn here. And then there's a turtle, a sea turtle on top of it that Dawn Yarndall told me about. Oh, shoot. Something in lily. Like Rose and Lily, or I forget, but who did that, the sea turtle. But anyway. And then, of course, I made the leggy frog, and I made some owls and octopi. All right. So you got that yarn?
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is my latest one. And this one, if I can grab a strand, as you can see, ended up very thin. It's right around a sock weight.
Okay.
And it's not, well, it's actually fairly true. It's a slight more on the greener side than what you're seeing.
Is it kind of like, I'm seeing like sea foam grayish kind of a look, or?
It's more of a really light minty green.
Minty green, okay.
And then the darker bits are like browny reddish, kind of.
Okay.
I hate that this laptop is so awful with the camera. But if I come on with the phone, I can't see the chat.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's at the very thickest points. It might be a very thin 3 weight, but most of it is a 2 down to a 1.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's so pretty. And were you calling it's like a zebra yarn? Is it different
Well, it's
shades or
because when I dye the fiber prior to spinning it, there's no guarantee that the part, here, I'll pop that off. Oops. Like this is where I'm drafting from, right? But
okay.
just because I'm pulling the fiber from here doesn't mean that you won't end up getting fibers from like down here or even down here. So they might barber pole around each other, and then you'll have like a minty green barber poled around a tealy blue.
Okay. Okay.
And then because that's just one ply, the next ply might be the orange barber poled with the tealy green, you know. And so then you'll have all four colors in one area of the yarn because both singles could have barber poled.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes a really neat color effect. I mean, if you dye your finished yarn, you can't you can't get color on this strand versus this strand. It's all going to be right there. So you're going to
Uh-huh.
have a more even color. It's just another effect. It's just a way of getting another effect and getting different kinds of colors instead of having
Mm-hmm.
just a single or a tonal yarn or a solid color yarn.
It looks fun. I'm sure I could get into it. I feel like I could, but then at the same time I can't. Would I ever crochet again? I don't know.
Well, it's not as much time, but see, some people, spin to crochet,
Mm-hmm.
or knit, whatever,
Right.
or weave what they want to do with the yarn. I know quite a few spinners that they only spin for a specific project. They'll have to spin up this much yarn for this project, so they'll set to doing that. Now,
Mm-hmm.
me, I enjoy spinning so much that to me, this is a finished object. You know,
Right.
other
Yeah.
people
Well,
are
it
like, no,
is.
it's not finished yet. You haven't made anything with it. No, 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 honey. This is a finished object. And then when I make something, it's another finished object.
That's right. Oh, you get a twofer.
Right.
Right. No, that's a really good point. It started out as fiber and you turned it into yarn and you finished turning it into yarn from fiber.
Yeah.
Well, here was a mindfulness quote for Carrie when she was here. Allow yourself to fully experience each moment with mindfulness.
There was my single or my leftover, my mini, I guess, because I don't like to leave it on the bobbin. So I always do a chain ply with whatever's left. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do them all into a project, kind of like make my own minis kind of project,
Uh-huh.
or if I want to do something else with them. I'm still kind of playing with a couple ideas.
Pipe cleaners and scrap baling wire. I
Hmm.
don't have the wire clipper strippers around to check, but it's fairly lightweight and thin. Oh, okay. So pipe cleaners, yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
those then would not hopefully not poke out. You can fold them to or whatever so that the little ends don't poke through or yeah.
Well, when I was making this little feller, that's my imkin I just made.
Oh, wait a second. Let's see.
Now,
That's so cute.
I'll remove his hat so you can actually see him. But his arms,
Oh,
are posable. You can do whatever you want with them.
Aw.
Because I took pipe cleaner and stuck it in there. But what I did is I took the pipe cleaner and folded it in half, and then I folded it in half again, and then I twist it and I fold the pointy bits back down and twist them in so that you've got one pipe cleaner that's 4 times the thickness now, and makes it nice and strong with no sharp bits. Even though this was not made for a child, the person that it's going to has grandchildren. And, we put things up that, the kids aren't going to play with them, but.
Right.
So I always like to make sure that even though it's not, meant for a child, that if a child got a hold of it, they would not get hurt.
So cute. I love that giant hat on his head.
This is if you do have the Empkin book and you like this hat, this is the Twisted Mushroom hat.
Twisted mushroom. It looks like the sorting hat. Like you could make a sorting hat from Harry Potter out of it.
It does have a quite a bit of that look to it.
Super cute. What do you guys think of that? Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that are the Empkins all that small?
No, I used a 3.25 millimeter hook with a number 4 yarn. So ouchie on the hands. And that's why I don't make too many amigurumi anymore, but it makes for a nice tight stitch. And a really cute little guy.
It is so cute and tiny. I can't believe it. Well, I was kind of lurking in Mantha Makes, and Amanda held up her little Empkin that she had. It was so adorable. And it was teeny tiny.
Yeah, she does hers with thread.
Yeah.
I told the girls I would participate, and it got a couple days to February's almost over, so I didn't have time to pick up the thread. I'm like, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Miss Deirdre.
There you go. Check out our friend, Blessed to Crochet. Gonna see if I can catch up a little bit. Well, we're already at 8:37 here, 11:37 on the on your side of the country. The Red Heart Roll with it. I think she said she did the Count My Blessings shawl with that. That's probably already answered, but just in case. Oh, yes. Little Carrie is saying, don't forget to hydrate, everyone. I know I've got my water here, but I've been drinking my chamomile tea that I made during Michi's live. It's cold. It's like iced tea now instead of hot tea, but that's fine.
This was done with thread and wire.
One of the lilies. Oh my gosh. Let's see that close up too. Oh my gosh. So what is that in the center? Are those like fake?
I crocheted stamen, yes.
Oh gosh.
Actually, if you can see, them are crocheted as well.
Oh, wow.
And the green is floral tape.
Floral tape. Okay. But floral tape over what? Like crochet?
Wire.
Wire. Okay.
Wire. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Can also.
Oh my gosh. You put wire in the. Oh man.
So that way, I'm planning on making some more of these, and I dyed the thread because I had some cotton thread, and I was like, well, I'm cheap, and I already had white, so I already had dye that would dye cotton because I had some tie-dye stuff that I got in clearance. So I dyed up the thread and then went to work.
Very cool. That is a beautiful flower. My gosh.
They're time consuming, but they're not hard.
Blessed to Crochet says, I love corner to corner. I'm working on one right now. Very cool. And Faith Louise said that she hadn't done a corner to corner. Hoping to find some at my tiny hardware store, but I wasn't happy with what they had. Maybe Joanne or another craft store has some in the bead section. That would work well. Very cool.
I get jewelry wire from the bead section at Walmart and use that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Walmart has so much in the way of craft. So yeah, I highly recommend checking there.
Although not as much as they used to, at least around us, the knitting and crochet or the yarn selection has drastically reduced.
Wow. I have a Bark at the Moon corner to corner, only 3 colors. Looking for shimmer. Oh, sorry. Dark blue yarn. It will show up. Ooh. I have not heard of that one, Bark at the Moon. I'm going to have to write that down. I have a list where I write down all these different projects that I want to look up.
Right. Just by the name of it, I would assume it'd be some kind of like a Grafghan type of blanket with probably some wolves or a dog howling at the moon. But I could be
Yeah.
That's where I went with with the name of it.
Yeah.
Rest well, Miss Mimi. And Mimi loves crochet, says Mara, let me know if you would like the pattern.
Oh, on that Bark at the Moon?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, I am going to write it down. I would like to, where did you find it? That would be good to know. I had my whole desk cleared off today, and now it's a mess. So normally I say at the beginning of the weekend wind up that we weave in some ends and wind up some yarn. And also this weekend, yesterday, I made a whole bunch more of these little orange cancer awareness ribbons for kidney cancer. And I was going to weave in some of the ends today. I already had 8 and I made 12 yesterday. So I still have a whole bunch of ends to weave in.
Did a lot. Miss Nancy, I actually use beads sometimes in my crochet work, and I also enjoy doing bead weaving. I don't get to do it very often anymore, but it's something I do enjoy. And stitch marker making. I have way too many crafts to remember them all or name them all.
There we go. I wrote down Bark at the Moon. So I found the paper with the other one that I had written down that I need to look up is the Marciana lace prayer shawl.
Oh, that sounds really pretty.
I know. I haven't looked it up, but I'm like, oh, it sounds really good. Oh, goodness. It was first a triangle shawl. Wow. I'm sorry if I didn't say hello, Adrian. If you're still here lurking around.
And she says, Mara, I get some of the best patterns like Bark at the Moon from my crochet group. We meet at church one time a week.
Oh, cool.
And she said that it's a blue shimmery background with a yellow moon and black wolves.
Oh, gosh. That sounds really cool. I'm definitely going to look it up.
Well, thank you, Miss Nancy. That's completely up to you. I mean, I would definitely use them, but I don't expect anyone to ever send me anything.
That's cute. Faith says that we can be colder than Alaska one day and the next day hotter than Arizona. My goodness. Wow. So there was something there about somebody looking for yarn?
Yeah, I think somebody was looking for a specific color for
right
for that pattern.
Yeah. Mimi, was she looking for a specific color?
I think so, but I
Yeah.
read it and I forgot it.
Yeah, well, I know, and I had it up on the screen too, so hopefully someone has it.
I think the best place to look for discontinued yarn, other than like Macari and someone said Reddit, but I've never done anything on Reddit. I don't know anything about that one. But
Oh,
you can
yeah. Yeah.
also, people will list their stash
Mhm.
sometimes on Ravelry, so you can check the D-stash area,
Oh,
or
yeah.
you can actually check other people's stashes, and you can always, reach out to that person and see if they still have it and if they'd be willing to get rid of it. I mean, the worst thing they can say is, no, I'm sorry, I don't wish to part with it.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I know, and I've actually found lots of yarns on eBay too.
Mm-hmm.
You can look there, and it's not always priced out of range. It's just some people have it and they're trying to get rid of it, and eBay is a good place to look. Yeah, Adrian cracked out a shawl using like a fine weight yarn and got it done in 2 days, so that's pretty amazing. If I used I think I actually used an H hook with I mean, I didn't go down. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure I didn't use a G hook. I think I used an H hook.
Hello, Miss Kristen.
Because
Kristen.
mine is not the tightest weave. You know, I didn't hurt myself making it.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that the yarn called for like a size I hook, and I only dropped down one size.
And also, if you're worried about your stitches not quite being tight enough, another way to tighten your stitches without dropping down hook size or, really reefing on your yarn is to yarn over or yarn under. When you first put your hook in, you yarn under, and then when you pull through, you yarn over, and it will create like an X beneath the single crochet, and it will tighten up your stitch just a wee bit.
Huh. That's cool. Oh, thank you. Just love your sun bunny. It's beautiful. Yes, her name is Wicked Granny. Not Wicked Granny, Wicked Happy, but after Wicked Granny, Pam. Yes. There you go. Yeah, the giraffe is precious. Now I'm way behind again. Oh well. Let me scroll down, try to catch back up. Oh, goodness. Ridiculously cute. I know, I think that you're like your little impkin that you showed.
Frog Crochet is saying good night. Thank you for
Oh, good
joining us
night.
tonight.
Good night, Frog Crochet. Mimi says that she's excited again because she's been using the wrong size hook. So that's good.
You're welcome, Miss Yolanda. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Nancy.
When there's a group of zebras is called is a dazzle. Is that what you mean? I know, and there's a zebra in that Edwards Menagerie book. Although it's like a level 3, and I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, I hope I can do it. And it occurred to me, I was like, oh, that's right. It's striped. So I have to change color all the time. So I'm assuming you can maybe carry it up or carry it along or something. So.
And the great thing with making an amigurumi is you can carry it along and don't have to worry about anyone seeing the backside of your work.
That's right. Because Yes, because the ends will be sealed in. Thank you so much, Susanna. She said that she was over at Bridget's, but she thought she'd come over to my channel to share some yarny love.
Yes, and I have to say thank you very, very much for inviting me to come with you tonight, Mara, and
Oh, you're
helping me
welcome.
work on these hours.
Yes, well, I'm happy to do it. I'm so glad that you did, and we've had a nice little crowd of people here tonight, which is great. And I do
Mhm.
appreciate everybody that did go over and support on Bridget's channel. And you know, anybody who might be catching this on the replay, although I always say, why are you watching I hope that you do watch the replay, and especially watch it over at Bridget's. So yeah, I'm going to kind of scroll down through here. Kiwi says also Yarnspirations has the Gary the giraffe pattern. So that's good.
Sunflower says, Mara, weren't you talking about yarns being discontinued?
Oh, I was saying that I wanted to get a bunch of these mandala ombre in the colorway harmony just in case. I don't think it's been discontinued, but I'm just saying I want to go out and get more of it because I really love this colorway. And like I said, I made my count my blessings shawl with it, and I've made many. I've probably made, by many I mean like 4 or 5 of the divine hat with this colorway. I really just it's like it includes my favorite shade of blue, which I'm a cornflower blue fan. Yeah, I love that color.
It is a very pretty color.
Oh, interesting. So Fiber Chats did an interview on Carrie Lord and how she came up with the one body, then made all the animals. Sorry, I was buffering again, so I waited. And she made all the animals from one body. That's pretty cool. While she was waiting to give birth to her son, Edward. She couldn't crochet before. Oh, that's so cool. It was very neat. I mean, generally speaking, on amigurumi, do you think, like, depending on whatever size yarn you're using, just go down a hook size?
Yeah,
Or
well,
sometimes 2, or?
my favorite hook size, if I want a decent child size stuffy at the end, is I generally go with a 4 millimeter. But like I said, I am not a tight nor a loose crocheter. So my
Mm-hmm.
tension's pretty middle of the road. If you're a little looser, you might want to go down to a 3 millimeter. If you're a little tighter, maybe a 4.5. So
Uh-huh.
try to stay. And if you want something smaller, go with a smaller hook. And then you end up with a very tiny, cute little thing.
Yeah.
Um, I like a 5 millimeter hook when I use like a 5 weight yarn. And now that
Okay.
makes a really cute amigurumi. If you even like if you took one of the Imkin patterns and made it with a 5 weight yarn, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that would just be oh.
Yeah, when I made the little Frodo frog, I should take him down for a second and show. Let's see, here we go. I got the little actual frog eyes from Hobby Lobby. So it's got the little bulging eyes on it. But this is made with with a much thicker yarn, and I'm pretty sure I used an H hook with this. And this is it's like chenille.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just chenille. Oh, here we go. It's the Sweet Snuggles Light.
That is really, really cute.
Yeah. And so this is a super bulky 6. And I think normally it calls for an L11, but I'm wondering if I ended up using like an I on it, not an H, but I used either an H or an I, and it normally you would use like an 11. I've got all this yarn coming down out of it.
Thank you, Miss Sunflower.
All right, I'll put that back up later. Yep, so we are just getting ready to wrap things up. If you haven't already done so on my channel and you want to have your channel dropped, just type in the word mindful. And yep, and I believe they did say that Mona had a live scheduled on her channel. So we will make sure that you guys have the link to head over there if you would like. If those of you that are, you were at Juan's, you were at Michi's, you came here, you might have been other places in the YouTube streets before, and you might be getting ready for bed. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun.
It has. And wow, did the time go by fast.
I know.
It does not seem like it's been 2 hours.
I know. Time does fly when you're having fun.
Yes, it does.
Here is a mindfulness quote for Crystal. Be kind to yourself and others, practicing mindful compassion. Mimi is asking, what weight yarn is a 3? Is that a fingering weight?
No, fingering is
that a 2?
No, 1.
So a 3 is that a DK?
Yeah, 3 is a DK. Also sometimes called baby yarn.
Oh, okay. There's Softball Susie's channel. Faith Louise said, my mom wondered if spinning would help with the fact that my leg shakes. So like restless leg.
I have restless leg and fibro and neuropathy, and the spinning does help me quite a bit. I also deal with swelling issues because I have congested heart failure, and it's not a lot of movement, but the little bit of movement does actually help to keep some of the swelling down.
Ah, okay. Oh my goodness. Crystal says, I've done a sunbunny in a 3 weight. I used a 2.5 millimeter hook. She was like 5 inches sitting and 8 inches standing. Aw.
That would be really cute. I'm going to have to head over and see if she has posted that yet.
Boy, that's from forever ago. Sorry, people. I'm just going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down. Since we're getting so close to the end here. Oh, right. And I think you already read her question about using beads and answered that. Night sky. Okay, right. Boy. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for reading some of the comments further down.
I try to catch them. I'm really bad with catching comments. I get so overwhelmed with the screen moving so fast.
Yeah. Oh, yes, there's the sunflowers mentioning eBay. Hey, Kristen F. Yeah, Frog Crochet saying good night, and everybody's saying good night to Frog. Oh, someone had a Harry Potter book that looks fun too. Yeah, I think I saw Harry Potter crochet stuff.
I have a couple of the Harry Potter books, the Harry Potter knitting books. I also have the knitting magic book, the Harry Potter crochet book, and I also have the Lord of the Rings one by Tanis Gray.
Oh, cool.
She does some amazing knitting books. Um, she also has Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas is not my thing. Claymation
Mhm.
freaks me out. I can't. I can't do Nightmare Before Christmas or the Chicken Run or Wallace and Gromit. They just weird me out.
Well, Little Treasures by Nancy did the pop. She's done like the pop characters in crochet, and she did, you know, Hermione and Ron and Harry, and they came out so amazing.
They
If you
did.
guys haven't, if you guys are Harry Potter fans, go over and check out Little Treasures by Nancy. She's really talented. Oh, okay. Nancy said Joanne has Mandala Ombre on sale. They did a day ago anyway. Ah.
Good night, Miss Kiwi.
Yes, everybody. Oh, and there's Moonrose. Hello. Um, okay, waiting for my, maybe I went up a little too high, but there was Moonrose. Here we go. $4.99. Okay, I might have to go check that out. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Oh, let's see. Yes, it looks like both Felicia and Mona are live. I have notifications that they just went live a minute ago. And so for those of you that are still interested in hanging out at a live and chatting, I encourage you to go over there and show those ladies some support. They talk about crochet, they talk about food and diet and travel, and they're planning like to go on a cruise a year from August. And so they occasionally talk about that. And of course, Mona's channel is called Sifting Some Soil. And so they talk about gardening and just all kinds of things. So if that sounds of interest to you, then please go over and check them out. And if somebody just wants to type the word raid one more time, if you haven't already, if you type the word raid into my chat, then the link for both Mona's channel and Felicia's channel will come up, and you can click on that and head over there. Any final words?
Oh, just wanted to thank Miss Tina for popping under the bushes long enough to say hello and tell everybody how much I appreciate them coming by and spending the night with us. And thank you once again for, doing this with me. Allowing me to come up on your thing.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing so. It was really great, having some conversation and everything. I got more behind than I normally do, I think. I mean, I normally get behind in the chat, but I feel like I was even more behind than normal. So sorry if I missed your guys' comments and everything, but I'm going to just play a little outro, and I hope that you guys all have a blessed night. Take care. Be kind.